Yes, thank you. I'm Yannick Vollweiler. I'm with film-rezensionen.de from Germany. Thank you for your time.
Hi, Yannick. How are you? Good, thank you.
In terms of the movie, did Lee have a very specific version of the Wolfman in mind, or was your depiction of it a shared effort with some more creative leniency or room for you?
Yeah, well, both. Lee definitely had something in mind. When I first met Lee, he had already had the conceptual physical design that Arian, who was the prosthetic designer, had done. So that was one of the first things I saw was a sort of I don't know, mock drawing or model of the concept of how it would look. But that was also a big reason why I wanted to do the film because of how sort of tragic I thought the monster looked. Um, and then where I come in is, yeah, Lee and I would have a lot of conversations. I worked on mostly the physicality of that stuff. I brought in a friend, dancer, choreographer, movement friend of mine, Orr Schreiber, who we came up with a bunch of ideas of what different physical things I can do. A lot of animal YouTube videos, so like he had the visual concept, and then my job is sort of just to kind of come in with as many ideas and thoughts as I could and experiment and collaborate on that. Yeah, both.
Interesting. You already mentioned like the prosthetics and stuff. Your physical appearance obviously changed drastically within the movie and with your transition into the Wolfman. How long did the makeup department take you to transform you, and how much of a challenge was acting with those prosthetics?
Yeah, it ranged because there's different stages, so it ranged anywhere probably from like 2.5 hours to like 7.5 hours, somewhere in that range, depending on how much we had to do that day. It's it's challenging to it's challenging to have them put on. It's challenging then to have them on all day and then act through it. But again, that challenge I think adds to the performance. I mean, it has to, because the actual prosthetics help shape your body and how, so you have all these ideas, and then once you have all the prosthetics on, it sort of forces you to look, walk, move differently. So as hard as it was, it informed a lot.
Yes, I see. Werewolves are, of course, like one of the most iconic monsters you could imagine. Did you draw any inspirations of previous like films or from other actors who previously embodied a human wolf, or is it all just you and Lee's new vision?
A bit of both. I mean, because Lee has a very new sort of take on the genre, so he wasn't going to repeat anything, but we I would say the two, like the Elephant Man a bit, because it's such a sort of a tragic character, and that was a big theme. The Fly was another sort of inspirational, especially in how long it took for the transformation and the different stages. That was like something that was sort of relatable um, um, but then also, anywhere like, American Werewolf in London, while it's very different, was like also inspiring. You know what I mean? Because there's so many different, you can take a genre, but also go in so many different directions with it. So it was also nice to see something different to then be like, okay, that's that, but we're doing this.
Perfect. Thank you for your insights. Thank you for your time. That would be a wrap from me.
Great. Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Thanks.